Hi, welcome back to another edition of Scrapbooking in Belize. I am Dawn, and after I did my marker review of the Ohuhu and Collier brand, I decided to go back and revisit my older Ohuhu version, this one here, the first one that I bought, and see really how many markers were really dry or about to be dry. I remember in the first video, I'm not sure if I put it in, but I remember saying that there were about 9 markers for me that I thought was dry or almost dry. And I decided to go back and swatch them all out and see what was the real number. Like I said, I barely used these. In fact, shortly after I bought these, I got the Collier. And those Collier were more juicy for me, so I barely used these. And something told me go back and see really how many markers were really dry. Maybe 9 is too much. Maybe you're just guessing it was 9. And that's what I did. I swatched them all out. I went back and revisit the older Ohuhu brand. I swatched them all out, as you can see here. And after swatching them all out, I can definitively say that I have 24 markers that are either dry or about to be dry, and that's a lot of markers. That's more than 25% of this entire pack with barely any use, and I was so surprised by that. And like I said, it's not because I treat my markers bad. In fact, when I'm not using these are usually stored in the horizontal position. These are not stored vertically, because even before I bought alcohol-based markers, I watched a lot of tutorials, and one of the tutorials told me that the best way to store markers or to keep your markers so that the ink will last longer is actually to place it in the horizontal position. So that's exactly what I did, and this is how I leave my markers. So they were not stored bad. I kept them in its original packaging. As you can see, I lined them up. I even have indicators, so they can, even if I take a marker out, the indicator could hold the line space there. So this is not because of bad keeping. One of the other things that I learned in the tutorial was also that when you have markers that were either dry or almost dry, one of the things you can do is to put a couple drops of industrial grade alcohol on them. And again, that's what I just did today. I decided, well, I have 24 markers that are either dry or almost dry. So if I put a couple drops of industrial grade alcohol on these markers, I probably might be able to revive some of them. After reviewing all my markers, I can definitely say the number 12, the number 140, the number 28, the 131, the number 91, 103, the number 45, the number 22, 24, 59, 58, 48, sorry, 42, 41, 102, 64, 69, 58, 61, 52, 55, 143, 182, 75, and 66 are either dry or almost dry for me. After trying to do a little bit of revitalization with a couple drops of alcohol, I was able to save 12 out of the 24 markers that were either dry or almost dry. And those markers are the number 28, the number 91, 103, 45, 24, 48, 42, 41, 102, 58, 75, and the number 66. So that would mean that the number 131, 22, 64, number 61, number 52, number 143, and number 182 are unsavable. And it's amazing because these are markers that I know I don't use, and they're completely dry. I can't even save them. And that's just incredible that these markers, 7 out of the 80 markers that I got, I got dry. I'm just praying that anybody else who have bought the Ohuhu brand product didn't get my experience and they got more juicier markers than I did. Well guys, that's it, and I hope you join me next time for another edition of Scrapbooking in Belize. Bye.